we have a short video. So one of our students, Joe, is going to be talking. Can we have Joe's video come on? And we'll be off and running. Thank you to everyone that joined us on our open day on Facebook and on YouTube, and of course, on the ones special audience members today. So, Leanne, are you able to unmute yourself?
Okay.
There we go. And then if you screen share the video.
Okay. All right. Is it playing now? Can you hear? Just
education is focused on increasing awareness of SDGs at the school level, starting with the schools across the Russian Federation and progressing further afield. Goal number 4 is that of quality education. Education is a human right and a force for sustainable development and peace. Every goal in the 2030 agenda requires education to empower people with knowledge, skills, and values to live in dignity, build their lives, and contribute to society. It is important that everyone here today knows that there is no standard in such field. We have some of the most diverse classrooms anywhere in the world, and this is something I'm particularly proud of. We're teaching individuals with their own thoughts, their own ideas, and their own aspirations. I'm pleased to say that our 2021 intake for the global school will be the largest yet, and your child will be able to experience global immersion from the safety and comfort of their own homes. To our future students, I'd like to say an academic year sounds a long time, but it will go so very quickly. Every lesson counts, every piece of homework counts, and every success will come down to what they have put in. Whatever the form, that success takes, I encourage them to embrace the opportunity. They work, they have work hard, be an individual, and most importantly, enjoy learning. We look forward to being part of their learning journey and being a very good step towards their future. Thank you very much, and hope you have a great day. Thank you.
So I know the sound quality wasn't the best, but that was Dhruv, our founder. And don't worry, we'll explain a little bit more throughout the event and give you guys that information. So can we have our first slide, Jan? Take us away.
Thank you for that, Armina. Okay, so that was a very wonderful message from our CEO. Good afternoon, good morning, okay, good evening, everyone. I am Julian Santiago. I'm from Nisai and I'm based in Manila. Okay, so today we are very excited to share with you our initiatives and parents are very happy with it. Our mission is to provide care and ensure progress for students regardless of their age, background, or educational background.
from Nisai Vietnam, and my honor to welcome you to our school. And for the open day today, I am very excited to announce that you guys do have a chance to win a prize from Nisai, which is submitting your questions. There will be two prizes available, and the winners will have 1 year free access to our digital library. The result will be decided at the end of the event, so stay tuned and let's see if your names are gonna be shouted out loud later. Now, I'd like to give back the floor to Sanjita from Nisai Bangladesh for the next part. Let's see what Sanjita's gonna bring us.
Thank you so much, Gina, for the wonderful, wonderful welcome. Hi, everyone. I'm Sanjita from BSc or O levels. And from grade 11 and grade 12, your child's knowledge. And there is a lot of subjects that students can choose from, which we keep updating on our social medias as well. Nisai also offers personalized learning support of a mentor for your child. Nisai also provides vocational program support, which is backed by an break it down further, as you already heard. Our academic courses are designed to meet quality developed by Cambridge International programs. This eventually helps the students to get access and admission in globally renowned universities. We have academic courses that will meet requirements of grade 6, which is the lower secondary, up to grade 12, the advanced and upper secondary school. So anyone from age 9 to 19 can actually take our academic courses. Coming to the subject offers. Students who want support separately for their O-levels, IGCSE, AS, and A-level preparations, we also support those students and prepare them for their examinations. We also offer IGCSE preparations as a fast-track program, where students can advance and prepare for their IGCSE education and exam within 1 year instead of the traditional 2 years. We have a range of various different subjects. These subjects vary from English, ICT, mathematics, global perspective, coordinated science, combined sciences, economics, psychology, and much more. What makes studying at Nisai even more exciting is the presence of our subject experts and curriculum developers who, with the help of Cambridge International Curriculum Developers, can offer more subjects that our students want to learn. And now it's time for two of our Nisai student ambassadors to take us all on a tour of our school. Please enjoy.
Okay, so this is the login part. Put your login.
All right, so now we need to.
Okay, so this is the login part. You type on put your login and login. This part here. You can see
the announcement from our school Nisai, the students of the week, which is the prize when you earn a lot of points for your house. Talking about houses, if you read Harry Potter, you know that there is a lot of houses in Hogwarts. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And all of that you can be randomly chosen in one in 9 of them. And your teacher is also the person who is responsible for that home. Like, you know, the people, the homeowner. This is my courses part. When you click on it, you can enter the place that you enter live lessons. They are here. And also, teachers contact me. For my example, I have Miss Amy and Miss Alisa. So I both contact numbers and contact details. So this is the place when I enter.
JM, I think we're just having some
timetable.
There we go.
So this is my timetable. So these are timetable keys. This is lesson, which you can remember it as streams. The online lesson is the one that is going on. Lesson recording is the videos that recorded your activities and others activities. And this is one example of this will be the next lesson. And you know, this will help you manage your time a lot when you are thinking about when you are studying. Is there any event? When is the school closed? So this timetable and the timetable key will help you a lot in managing your time and also planning your outside life. This is my email. You get the notifications from our school, like competition, and I usually check my email very often. This is the my assignment part, where I see my assignments, like they are issued by my teacher, like this, or the things that I have done. So this is where you upload and download your papers. My folder is a place that store what have you uploaded, and you can upload more into the my folder in case the my email and the my assignment fail and you have to complete a homework and give it to your teacher. This is the place where you can upload it. So here is the well-being center. It has 4 categories: my health, my safety, my community, and my future. Inside of it, there will be a written document about these topics, and if you're concerned, it can help you in like studying. So the well-being center is free, but now we will move to the fun part of Nisai learning. After a day of full of studying and walking, what would you want? You want to chit chat. You want to talk to other people about what you like. And a chill out zone is the place to do so. You can give comments, like if you are a fan of debating, you can choose a debate club, or you like film, you can enter the film club. They're open for different varieties of different hobbies. So the last part is the part that I not very much enter, but this is the place when you have problems, Nisai will help you with how to find course sites, live lesson, and what you will be learning. These will be, a very good source of information. And this will put an end to my introduction of Nisai learning. Thank you. So, hello everyone, my name is Julian, and like the previous Anne has shown us about the NDI about the school. So now I'll tell you about the classroom exercise. So whenever it starts the lesson, the teacher shares the whiteboard so we can write our answer, like recapping of the previous lesson. So we can work together on one big whiteboard. So on the left of the classroom, you can see all of my classmates and the teacher. So in Adobe Connect app, you can either turn by phone or a computer or laptop or a tablet. Anything is up to you. And the teachers is also able to share files with us in the file form, just like handouts in school. So if you want to, you can ask the teacher to make you the presenter, so you can be the presenter to present your like some funny stories or poems or anything that you find, or even your homework with your friends. So like we can have some fun time together, or just our homework. The teacher can send us homework and ask us to do a poll, just like raising our hand in class to make sure we understand the task, the homework that she assigned us. And when we finish our work, we can upload it in the assignment menu, like just like I have shown earlier. So that's all my classroom exercise. Thank you and see you again.
So that was such a great job. And that was from two of our student ambassadors. Can you guys turn on your cameras and go on unmute and just say hello to everyone? And thank you both so much for giving us a tour. Let's do a big
Hello.
thank you. Good job, guys. Thank you so much. So I just want to add, thank you to everyone for coming to visit our school. It is the best school commute in the morning and after school you will ever have. You just need to join in online. And Sanjita, I'll let you carry on.
Thank you, Armina. But thank you so much, Kwak An and Sanha, for taking us on this amazing tour. I believe a lot of our parents had so many similar questions that both of you geniuses already answered for them. So thank you once again. Now, coming back to the options that our students are going to have when they enroll at Nisai. Did you know that we have a good news for you if you already like your current school? And the good news is you can access Nisai facilities even while you are in your school. Nisai Global School offers intensive and full-time school facilities while ensuring that you're not always in front of your computer, but also have time to pursue your other passion. Nisai also allows single subjects or part-time school facilities for students from any part of the world. Students can take our booster classes or coaching classes as well. All of our students, whether full-time or single subjects, will have access to Chill Out Zone, Wellbeing Center, Pastoral Care that we visited a while back in the tour. All the students will be eligible to receive their Nisai Global School transcripts with the school reports and grades, which can be sent directly to the colleges and universities that they plan to apply to. What Nisai as a school also ensures is that our students can take their academic classes either during early in the daytime or during the evenings according to their convenient timing, because our teachers are present and located internationally as well. Most of our booster and extracurricular subjects take place in the evening so that it does not clash with the traditional school hours of our students. Now coming to our short courses or the extracurricular courses. Our extracurricular courses are designed in partnership with various international organizations such as UNESCO IITE, Young International Leaders, and many more renowned organizations. These programs are usually portfolio-based, where students develop their soft skills, leadership skills, analytical skills, and can add the experience in their college applications as well. Some of these courses can also be taken as summer programs. Some of them can be taken as group projects as well. Our short courses can be taken with or even without taking standard academic courses. Besides these short courses for our students, and besides the academic courses that we provide, we also support learners who are keen to jump directly into vocational courses to develop themselves for their first job and enhance their career. Our vocational courses are backed up by NOCN, which stands for National Open College Network, that is UK-based organization developed to recognize informal or non-traditional learning achieved by adults. Although at Nisai Global School, our academics are completed virtually, we have a lot of other different opportunities for our students through which they gain many other important soft skills that will help them prepare not just for higher education, but also for their first internship. Each of our regions have partner communities and learning centers where our students can also access various offline projects and workshops that we bring from time to time. Now, I know that as parents, you still have concerns on how you can monitor your child's success. After enrolling with Nisai, parents can be actively involved in the child's education via the parent portal that we give our parents. Our team will provide username, password, especially for you to see how your kid is doing throughout the entire year. Above all, monitoring and progression are important to ensure your child is achieving their goals. From their first lesson with us, we will track your child's attendance, behavior, contribution for each lesson. Our experienced teachers will also be there to guide your child through any assignments. For long-term students, we record these data on their personal well-being plan, which is updated every 6 weeks to help keep track of their progress. But you know what? That's just me talking. I'm sure you want to hear it from a real parent of a Nisai student. So now, Eddie, will you please introduce our special guest?
Thank you, Sajita. Hi, I am actually Eddie from Nisai, Malaysia. And how's the open day? How do you feel about our open day right now? There's so much fun and so informative, right? Well, more to come as we are proud to present to you our one of our proud parents who have gone through the Nisai Global School with us. May I introduce to you Subasa-san? Hey, Subasa-san, you have to unmute yourself. Oh, yes.
Hello, everyone.
Subasa-san, do you mind give our audience a little bit of introduction about yourself and perhaps your daughter name and age?
Okay. First, I want to make sure everyone can hear me very well.
We can hear you quite well, very well. Can you hear us?
Okay, so I'm two daughters, and my first daughter is taking Nisai online courses, and her name is Rinka. She's with me today.
Hi.
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 Well, Subasa-san, can I check with you, how long have your daughters been with us with Nisai School?
She has been taking her lessons since last September 2020.
Okay, that's quite a while already, yeah? And she has been studying with us, and also I believe she's also studying elsewhere in her own school as well. Is that right?
Right, that's right.
And she is in a elementary school which is studying in your local language. Am I right? Maybe give us a little bit elaboration of how she is juggling between her current school with the Nisai school.
Okay, now she goes to a local school and she takes her classes and she gets back home and had a little snack time. Then she logs in and starts taking Nisai online courses at night, Japan time.
Oh, okay. When how does she actually knows about Nisai and how does she begin with us?
Oh, the first point was I found a post on a social media that my friend was talking about. Her son is taking Nisai online courses already, and I got very interested about it. And we applied for a trial lesson. And right after my daughter Rinka had the trial lessons, she said, I really loved it, right?
She is which subject was she focusing on?
Oh, once again?
Which subject was she focusing on?
Oh, that was math.
Oh, okay, okay. I mean, it's interesting to learn math online.
Yeah, very much.
Okay. Well, I guess she has some feedback to you pertaining after attending the class, which I think you have mentioned to us is fun, and she likes to check whatever lessons that you have recording as well, and how does she then corresponds with uh, getting the lessons learned and share it with other of friends and students as well. Can you share a little bit on how that's work?
Oh, do you mean while she's taking her lesson, how she communicates with
Yeah,
others?
yeah.
Do you want to talk? Okay, go ahead. How do you communicate with your classmates or teacher?
Chat.
By chat? Yeah,
Okay.
that's a simple
Okay, that's short, but then very precise, I think.
yeah.
Okay. Well, um, thank you very much for sharing that. And would you think that you will recommend Nisai to any other friends, like you have seen your friends learning it and you now into it? Do you think that you will also share this with any of your friends?
Yeah, uh, actually, I have already shared my daughter's experience to my friends and people I know. And of course, she would love to share her experience with her friends, right?
Okay. Well, oops. Thank you very much, Subasa-san. We
Sure.
would hope that you can have a maybe a advice, or your daughter can have some advice to other others audience or students in our open day. What would she say to them?
Um, you mean the last comment from my daughter?
Yeah.
Come and join me in Nisai Global School.
Very good. Thank you, Rika.
Thank
Okay.
you.
I think we will have some questions. I do believe we do have some questions from our audience to you. Let me just see what are those questions are.
Okay.
Uh, what do you do at home? Well, first question is, what do you do at home to support your daughters in their studies, in her studies?
Um, I help her with her assignments sometimes.
Okay. Uh, which is, how do you do that? Maybe just elaborate a little bit.
Yeah, basically she learns by herself, but sometimes there are some expressions that she can't understand. So I give her some tips to solve the problems.
Okay. Thumbs up for that. What do you think is the pro and cons of studying online?
Once again, please.
What do you think is the pro and cons when she is studying online?
Pro and cons. That's a good question. Um, I think learning online is a very good. I mean, fits for her, especially my daughter has sensory issues, so she doesn't feel very comfortable in a crowd of people, and she sometimes have difficulty concentrating what she's learning at school with many students. But when she's learning online, she can focus on what she's learning. And of course, she can use the chat box to communicate with her classmates. And when she has a question, she can
Recording in progress.
directly ask her teacher, and the teacher never misses her questions and answer it immediately. So that makes her feel very comfortable.
Okay. Well, I think that is very much the right answer for our third question, which one of our parents have asked whether do we have kids who are homeschooling and how does you feel about it? I think I think you have you explained that being a homeschool, sometimes although you are not you are basically away from other students, but then you probably be a bit comfortable in terms of learning as well. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Subasa-san, and we would then proceed with the next segment.
Okay, thank you.
Amina.
Thank you so much. It was so nice meeting both of you joining us. So we have had some great questions so far. And I think I'm going to ask my colleague David Lester, the Learning Services Director from UK, going to give us a wave so everyone can find you to help answer some questions for us. Great. So Hooser, what are our first couple questions that have come up? I know we've had some amazing ones because we're going to be choosing a winner from all of the questions that have been submitted. And we have some really great prizes coming up for them. Okay, so we completed the questions for the parents, and thank you so much, Suma-san, for sharing that information. And now I saw a couple really good ones. So a question from Sarah, how long are the lessons? And how much homework is expected? David, what do you think? Do you have the answer for this one? You want to tackle it?
Maybe one or two answers, yeah. So firstly, thanks all for attending today. So the lessons for IGCSEs are 30 minutes long. They tend to be delivered over 4 sessions in a week, over 4 days. The A-level courses are 60 minutes, and there's a total of 3 hours of subject per week on the A-levels. Homework is expected, so the courses are made up of live learning in the classroom. There's also self-paced learning activities around that, and then this homework or assignment piece of work that's carried out as well. Homework length can vary, normally between about half an hour and an hour per week, and then that's submitted, as you would have seen, through the Nisai Virtual Academy. The teacher gets an alert, they log on, they mark it, and then that's passed back then to the student to see the score and also teacher feedback as well. For parents, there's also a parent portal where you can log on and see that information as well. So yeah, it's every piece of work is reviewed and assessed, and actually from the next question, so Amina, I'll do both if that's all right. The reason that the question about Cambridge and exams being cancelled, homework gives us an opportunity to check the understanding of the student and of your child, and that's the understanding of the topic that's being taught. What we're facing within the UK, as many countries are, is a cancellation of examinations. We had it in 2020, we've had it again now in 2021. The way the exam boards are approaching this is in a similar way, but they're called different things. So in the UK, we've got teacher assessed grades, Cambridge refer to school assessed grades, but the process is very similar, where we take pieces of evidence that's been gathered throughout the year, and the teachers, against the grading criteria, will be able to identify what level the student's working at. With Cambridge, the way that it works is that it's based on 3 pieces of work. These are normally in line with mock examinations, and in a lot of cases, the homework which we set, especially in GCSE and A-level years, they will be based around mock exam questions. So everything then starts coming together, and it covers all bases.
So I think what was really interesting was last year when the pandemic first started, a lot of the Nisai, like you mentioned, their predictive grades were used, and a lot of the Nisai students ended up getting exactly what the students and the teachers had been working towards, just because of the level of supporting documentation and everything that was available, right? The grades weren't changed, which I know was a big impact in this part of the world, Bangladesh and other countries, where there wasn't enough evidence to justify, and kids got a lot lower grades than they were going to achieve super. So that's great. Thank you. I'll tackle the next question from Cindy. The timetable, that's such a great point. And Nisai partners very well with local schools and learning centers. We actually have teachers based all over in various time zones. So we're able to have classes in the early morning, wherever you are, all the way through to later evening if you're doing classes after your normal school hours. So I hope that answered your question, Cindy, and it was a great one. We have another one from Sarah. How do students study at their own pace? And how does this fit with having set lessons each week? I think because we're at our online, you have access that Kwatan shown us on the tour is all of your classes are recorded. So once you attend, you're able to go back and look at the recording at your own pace and find the time to finish the assignments and homework. And feel free to chime in, David, if you have anything else to add.
You're good.
And then the next question from Ivy. Thanks, Ivy. Do you have individual science subjects like physics, chemistry, and biology? And is the English currently offered refers to English as a first language? Great question. I know we do provide double science in IGCSE level. And then David, do you want to?
Absolutely. So we have the double award science, as Amina says. We also have a 1-year single award IGCSE in combined science. The English IGCSE that we provide, we do both English as a first language and English as a second language. So there are 2 options there for you.
Great. And then great question from Sarah again about the lesson formats and lectures. So essentially what Tanha was showing us in our videos, that's what your classroom would look like. Your teacher would share a PowerPoint where you can actually collaborate and write answers just like you would in a school with your whiteboards. And then after the lesson is done, the students are able to also share their homework or their projects. And then everyone works together and there's personal folders that kids can access. So I hope that was able to answer your question, Sarah.
Amina, can I just add on to that just for a moment? And if we can just go back to that question, if that's okay. I think what's really important here is we talk about, and especially for parents, it's important that their child is progressing during their time with Nisai. It's important for them to be able to know how well they're getting on. The question about interaction with teachers during the lesson is a really important one, because parts of what we provide back are 3 key bits of reporting: one on attendance, one on behaviour, and one on contribution and engagement within the class. And that there is that interaction with the teacher and also with their peers in the classroom. With us reporting on that contribution and engagement, that's going to be based on the interaction and involvement of the child in the lesson, whether that be through public chat, private chat, whether it be interacting with the resource which is being shared and shown in the classroom. So we need to make sure that the level of work that's being provided is firstly at the appropriate level, which is done through baseline screening and timetabling, but then also making sure that it's delivered at a pace where the teacher can encourage input from the students. So that's a really key one. Thanks, Amina.
Yeah, thank you so much, David, for clarifying. And then I just also want to highlight that all of our subjects and the curriculum and the content and the way they're delivered is created by subject matter experts. We have a fantastic team internationally that's been working in education for, I think when we combine their years, it goes into the hundreds. So you can definitely be rest assured about that. I know we actually had another question that just came up, which kind of ties into what we were just talking about in terms of studying at their own pace. We mentioned that if students need extra support, they can slow it down. But Sarah, you're exactly right that you can also work a little bit faster if you're able to. There is a resource folder where you can access all of the supporting information. We also have an intranet, so you're connected to your teachers via email and your classmates. You can always find out what's happening next week and see how you can catch up. And that's really the beauty of personalized education and the blended model and using it online. So Madi, great question. Currently, we are using Adobe Connect. We found that to be one of the safest tools. And one of the really key features that I always highlight is we don't use cameras and videos just because, you know, it's we have an international environment. You want to keep your children safe when they're logging in from home. You don't know what's happening. And also, we've realized that when you have the camera, you're using it to check if the students are there or listening or paying attention. And honestly, that's not always the best indicator. So our teachers are specially trained on how to encourage the students, ask them very specific questions to see how they're doing and just make sure that they're learning and communicating with them. So I hope those were able to answer some of those questions that came up. And we have another one. Do the teachers mark every single homework assignment? So we have a teacher on here that can verify that yes, they do have to mark every single homework assignment, and they do it very detailed because not only does the student get access to it, but all parents have their parent portal that Sanjita mentioned before, where you're also able to see not only the assignment and the score, but you're able to see every single feedback that they receive. So you're able to help them, just like Mr. Sibasan said, you can work with your students, with your children to help them. So I think that might be it for our questions. And we have our next slide is going to be Huzer. We're just going to quickly summarize for you. And of course, if you have any more questions, do keep sending it through to us and we will contact you with our answers and follow us on social media too. So Huzer, do you want to take over? JM, do you want to take over?
All right, thank you very much. Okay, and hello again, everyone. And I hope you enjoyed all listening to the parents themselves. And, you know, this is a living testimony how much Nisai has truly benefited their children and, you know, throughout their education. We hope we were able to answer some of your concerns during this question and answer portion. We understand that no matter what the circumstances, okay, parents or guardians, there will always be concern, okay, whether the school is safe and if their classes are conducted under supervision, or as well as, you know, we only want the best for our children. As an Ofsted inspected school, okay, all our lessons, okay, are taught by certified teachers who are supportive and knowledgeable on both offline and online engagement to students. Right? We maintain our classes or only about 8 to 15 students per class, making it more conducive for learning. And teachers are able to focus on your child's development. And we also provide personalized support. This usually does not happen in a class with a lot of students. You know? And at the same time, we are an international school. So your children and is in multicultural classroom with peers from various different countries. In terms of placement, because we believe that it's not necessary that children at the same age will cater the same ability, we will place students according to their learning ability instead of age. And because this is because of this, we offer flexible timetables for each student, and we make sure that students' timetables are not crashed with their daily activities. Most of the parents who have their children study with us says that our school has proven to boost confidence and self-esteem for their kids because of our social clubs and extracurricular activities. Right. So hope you enjoyed this portion so that you will be able to learn something from us and what Nisai can do to your students. Thank you very much.
All right, so thanks, JM. And hey, guys, it's the information about this. And do you remember that we are still looking for the 2 winners from the beginning of the overday? We have received a lot of interesting questions from all our parents, students, and friends. And thank you for your contributions. I've got the results in my hands here, and it's time to know who the winners are. Here we go. All right, are you ready? So the first name to be announced is Sarah. Sarah, are you here?
Yeah.
Sarah?
Sarah.
Yes, Sarah. Yes, all right, Sarah, congratulations. So please send me emails, or like put your emails in the chat box so that we can give you the prize. And the next winner. Let's shout out for Ivy Chu. Chu, right? Ivy Chu from Malaysia. Congratulations. All right, remember to send us your emails, and you guys will have 1 year free access to our digital library. And we will contact you after this event to give you the prizes. So once again, congratulations, Sarah and Ivy. All right, Ivy, are you here? Are you still here with us? All right, so it's nearly coming to the end of the event, I believe, and I do hope that the information we provided has been useful for you guys. And Nisai Global School will always be here for the students' future and help you get your dream come true. Remember. So you want to enroll it? Here you go.
Nisai Global School is pleased to accept applications from families and students from all over the world. We offer a wide range of learning programs for all students. Step 1, application. The standard documentation needed are transcript for the past 2 years, application form, an English certificate or proof of English qualification, passport or any formal identity card. A video statement is not compulsory, but is recommended if students want to apply for scholarship or tuition. Step 2, offer letter. After reviewing the application, Nisai will send admission letters to parents and students. Step 3, registration. Upon completion of the application, the student will be officially enrolled in the school. Nisai School will issue individual accounts and induction orientation to students. Students will take a cognitive test to match grade level and capacity. Step 4, enrollment, admission.
That so all of these videos and everything that we've shared tonight will be available on all of our social media, and if you send us your emails here, we'll be able to follow up, no problem. So here, thank you all again for attending and for all of your great questions. And of course, a big congrats to our winners, our guest speakers, and our amazing student ambassadors for all of your time. And I think just the last couple of nines is we look forward to welcome you to the Nisai family. And please reach out to your representative from your country. And yeah. So thank you all. I guess the last thing that I'd love is if everyone would turn their cameras on and we can do a big group photo, and maybe we can all go on unmute and just say a big hello.